Question 3 is the square rooting a complex number question. So we've got, in this one, it's a little bit different because we've got a root, which is a slightly unusual, but it doesn't make any difference to the method. We want to find the square root of this, and we're going to assume that the square root of it will be some sort of complex number. If we square both sides, we'll get that this is equal to x plus yi all squared, which we can expand, and we'll get x squared, we'll get minus y squared, because we'll have yi times yi, minus y squared, and we'll have 2 lots of x, y, I. And because we've got a real part here and a real part here, we can equate those. So we can say that x squared minus y squared must be equal to 11, and we can equate the complex parts as well, the imaginary parts. So we can say that 2xy's must be equal to 12 root 5. We don't need the I part, we don't need to involve that. That then tells us that xy is equal to 6 root 5, and also that y must be equal to 6 root 5 over x, which we can then substitute into here. So we get x squared minus 6 root 5 over x squared is equal to 11. If we expand this, we get x squared minus 36 times 5 over x squared is equal to 11. 36 times 5 is 180. We're going to times each term by x squared to get rid of this fraction. So we'll then have x to the power of 4 minus 180 is equal to 11x squared. And we can rearrange this to get x squared minus x to the power of 4 minus 11x squared minus 180 is equal to 0. This factorises. We've got an x squared in both. And we're looking for two numbers that times to make minus 180 and add to make 11. And that will be, or subtract somehow to make 11. So that's going to be 20 and 9. And we're going to need minus 20 and positive 9. So that tells us that x squared is either equal to 20 or that x squared is equal to negative 9. X squared can't equal negative 9 because x is real. And so x squared is equal to 20, or x is equal to plus or minus the root of 20, which we can write as 2 root 5. So that's our values for x. We said earlier that y was equal to 6 root 5 over x. And so if we substitute in the two possible values for x, the root 5s are going to cancel and we're going to have 6 over this 2. So y is going to be plus 3 when x is positive, or minus 3 when x is negative. At the moment, this is a 6-mark question and we only have 4 of the marks, because we then have to actually answer the question. It said give your answer in this form. It will always say that, and you've got to write the answer in that form to get both marks. So we are looking for the square root of 11, what was it, plus 12 root 5i, and so the answer to that is either 2 root 5 plus 3i or minus 2 root 5 minus 3i. So those are our answers, plus or minus 2 root 5 plus 3i. And that, writing that step down, gives you 2 extra marks.